Cool.
All right, guys, I'm here with Christo, Universe Mode Dev, and we just wanted to pick his brain, see what's new this year. I've seen some changes, and I just wanted you to go over them with me, just, get into it and see what's going on.
Yeah, I think so. A lot of the big changes that people probably have seen already was like promos, a big addition that's come back. We've completely redone the system, the animations and everything. The presentation's all new.
Yeah.
So we got the 5 types of promos. The self-promo, call-out, interrupts, the 2 open challenge variations, the issue open challenge, accept open challenge.
So this could be a random person as well. So just a random person that you don't choose could come out?
Yes.
Okay.
You don't know who you fight until you get into the match and you see their entrances.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. All right.
So aside from the promos, I think the biggest thing that we did for Universe this year is the calendar. We've overhauled it essentially. Going to the calendar, you're probably going to see right away there's some new things that are really sticking out.
Yes.
You've got PLEs on Saturday. They don't have to be on Sunday anymore. You've
Which
got
is great.
2 shows sitting on Saturday right now. So you can have up to 3 shows running on a single day.
Gotcha. And this is how you, right here, I see that there's a swap button. So this is how you would swap. So if I want a King of the Ring to go first, I can do something like that.
So the swap is for switching shows around on the calendar, not necessarily the order. If you wanted to change the show order, though, you could hit Y, and then you should bring up change Saturday show order.
Okay.
And then the triggers are going to swap around the one you got highlighted.
Okay, gotcha.
So that's why you can swap around. Yeah, the swap here is new quality of life feature. You don't have to delete a show anymore and then recreate it on another day to put it where you want to. If you wanted to trade it with a show, you could.
Cool.
So you got Monday SmackDown. If you want to just move the show itself, you could go into edit the show, edit Raw, and then down at the bottom there's a new day option, and here you can just move it just wherever you want, as long as there's space on the calendar for it to fit now.
Gotcha. And for the calendar, right? So you said that we're able to have like 2-3 shows at once.
Yep.
So if I wanted to do the Rival promotion on Wednesdays, and like for example Monday night like Nitro.
Yeah, Monday Night
Nitro
Wars.
and Ward. Yeah, so I can run that, and both days will cover both storylines accurately because it's their own show just on the same day.
Yep. You could have 2 separate shows running on the same day. Rival brands, however you want to set it up now.
Gotcha. Okay.
There's a little bit more customization here that we have at the calendar too. So. Shows like NXT, they like to run big specials in place of like their regular shows. Like if you scroll down through the months, or tab through the months, sorry, you might see like Great American Bash is now replacing NXT. So you can take your major and minor shows and remove a specific week of them if you wanted to.
Really?
To make room for the PLE to kind of like replace it as a special event.
That's cool. Okay. So if I'm having Monday Night Raw, but I want to have 100th anniversary of Monday Night Raw, I can delete an actual week and put in like a logo and everything for it?
Yep, you could put in, like, swap into PLE right on that spot where you delete it.
Really cool. That's like really good.
And I think the next big thing that we've been hearing people want, that we've been wanting to do to catch up to WWE, is having PLEs run across 2 days. So like, for example, you look at Great American Bash here, it's running on week 4 of July, and then also week 1 of August. If you edit a PLE, you can choose a second date for it. You could spread them out as far as 4 weeks if you wanted to, for whatever reason you want to. And that'll split the matchmaking between the hosting shows. So you're not going to see repeat booking from day 1 to day 2. It should be spread out pretty evenly.
Okay, definitely. All right, cool. And one thing I did notice, are you guys, and obviously it's not going to be now, but is this something that's being looked into eventually to add like PLE cutscenes, right? Because we look at those things where we can do the cutscenes across every show, but the PLEs, sometimes you may not get the payoff that you may want, based on everything that we're seeing.
Yeah, that's definitely something on our radar, and it feels very anticlimactic to just have it kind of end there. We have some cutscenes for some of them, but we definitely need to cover more bases. So yeah, that's definitely on our radar.
Perfect. And for the calendar, right? When we're looking down at these, like the NXT Great American Bash, if I wanted to do something like this and cash in, are the normal PLE cutscenes there as well, or is this treated almost like a PLE?
This is treated as a PLE.
Okay,
yeah.
Gotcha. All right, cool.
Yeah, so unfortunately, you wouldn't have the rival actions for cash again, that
Okay.
sort of situation. But we've been hearing that, and we'll look into it, see what we can do.
For sure. No, yeah, definitely.
It's a very important part of the whole cash-in process.
Yeah, no, definitely. And I see here, so the rivalries, nothing has really changed too much with the rivalries this far, or is it something?
So we haven't done anything new for the functionality for the rivalries, but one thing we have done, and this is something we probably want to hear feedback from players, is that automatic rivalries are not filling up every slot on a show.
Cool.
So you notice like Raw's only got 2 slots filled up for automatic rivalries.
Yeah.
That leaves 2 more to customize if you wanted to add them in.
Right.
It also opens up more championship matches having at PLEs, because rivalries would normally occupy like those slots on the match card, and not every rivalry is made to be a championship match feud. So now that there's less rivalries happening, you get more naturally booked championship matches. But it's one of those things where it's like, maybe it seems off, maybe it's preference for players. It's something we want to hear players from, if they, whether they like it, whether they don't.
For sure. So I see here you guys added like for tag teams, you guys got like, this was a problem last year for me, like trying to have the bloodline and the Usos.
Yeah, yep.
So this was something that you guys did, and once you create the tag team, I assume that you can create a second section. Is that how that works?
Yeah, so for tag teams, you can now create lineups within them. Lineups are just, they're teams within teams. So, you know, Tama Tonga, Tonga Lower, there's your tag duo within the new bloodline. You do something like the Outsiders with NWO if you wanted to. Right. And they could all have, like, that lineup could have unique entrance motions and victory motions, even team roles, which is new. We can now customize what roles people fulfill, and our matchmaking will prioritize that for those superstars.
Okay, perfect. And anything else that stands out to you? Like, what is your favorite personal feature thus far, like within universe mode, that you might have added this year?
I think we covered a lot of it with the calendar changes. Like, that's just so vast and sweeping. And we tried to cover as many edge cases as we could. There's probably still some out there that we haven't discovered, but we'll see what we can cover, and I'm excited to see what players come up with. But I think one of the cool things that we support for this year is intergender matchmaking, and also like within that divisions. So if you go into options, you'll see a new setting right from the top there, intergender wrestling. Turning that on will let you do custom matches and custom rivalries for intergender superstars. And that also enables, if you have an intergender championship assigned to a show, you can then toggle that to be an intergender division, so you can have both men and women competing for a championship.
Gotcha. Okay.
And that's on a per championship basis, and we really wanted players to kind of make sure, like, I'm committing towards this, and not just seeing something they didn't want to happen, or seeing it widespread. So
definitely. So I mean, so far it looks good. I did notice as well when you go to, I believe it was Edit a Show, you basically give us the opportunity to like assign everybody away from the show and assign everybody like at the same time. So I forgot where to look for that.
So
I think it was Edit Shows.
Edit Show, participants. This is another, I should have said this is my favorite, because I think it's
definitely quality of life, because like especially when I'm like making rosters and stuff, it's tough to like
just scroll going up and down. It's really hard to keep track of everything, and you turn everyone on and off. So we wanted to just make this kind of be like your only stop to have to edit shows. So like you can see what shows people are on right underneath which one you're editing there. If you wanted to, you can hit left and right and start editing another show's roster.
I didn't even notice that. That's cool.
Another one. We have a button to remove everyone from the show that you're on. So if you just wanted a fresh start, you don't have to just manually uncheck
which
everything.
Is cool,
so hopefully this covers a lot of customization needs and quality of life for what people want to do with their shows.
For sure.